operandi. As we enter this important section, I want to make a recapitulation and tie it in with what we have had. In this section, the theme is sanctification by the Spirit. Paul has told us that we are to stand fast in the liberty wherewith Christ has made us free. That was verse 1. From what has Christ set us free? Paul has already mentioned several things in this epistle. In chapter 1, verse 4, he tells us that Christ has set us free from this present evil world. That is, we don't have to serve it. Then in chapter 2, verse 20, he says, I live, yet not I. Nevertheless, I live, but Christ lives in me. Remember that? You and I cannot live the Christian life, but Christ can live it in us or through us. What wonderful liberty. In chapter 3, verse 13, he tells us that we have been delivered from the curse of the law. We have been delivered from the judgment and the condemnation of the law. In fact, we have been delivered from the very law itself. But when the fullness of time was come, God sent forth his Son and made of a woman, made under the law, to redeem them which were under the law, that we might receive the adoptions of sons. Galatians chapter 4, verse 4 through 5. Now Paul is going to contrast what it is to live in the desires of the flesh with the life of walking in the Spirit. Here is an injunction. And so that concludes that section. Now we're going to move on to the next section, which is verse 16. Excuse me. I think I've got what Paul's problem. Not only can I not see, my eyes are itching. Okay. I guess they're dry. Verse 16. This I say then, walk in the Spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh. This verse states the great principle of Christian living. Walk by means of the Spirit. The word for walk is parapeto, which means to walk up and down. This Greek word was used for a school of philosophy in Athens, Greece, in which the founder walked up and down as he taught. The principle for us is walking in the Spirit. If we do, we will not fulfill the lust of the flesh. The word lust is in our usage today has an evil connotation, which the Greek word does not have. Lust of the flesh refers to the desires of the flesh, many of which are not immoral, but are of the flesh. Music, art, and works of the do-gooders, etc. There are many things which in themselves are not evil. In other words, it's not the perfect works. It's the lesser works that distract us from doing the perfect works. But they can take the place of spiritual things. Some Christians can get wrapped up in a hobby, which take them away from the Word of God. Many Christians spend a lot of time worshiping before that little idiot box they call TV. Now, don't misunderstand. I watch TV. I am not under any law that says I can't watch TV. There are a few programs one can enjoy, but watching TV is a desire of the flesh. If it takes you away from that which is spiritual, then it is wrong. Verse that concludes